Hello, my name is Isaac Muthui, the founder and CEO Nurucoin, the first Pan-African cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. And I know you might be asking questions, who is this guy, where is he coming from? It's very important that I introduce myself as a marketplace interpreter for Africa. And to give you a story how I began, after I finished my school, I wanted to do business and I thought I had a reason to do solutions. And sorry to say that the people that were around me, nobody believed in me. And that made me to go and live in slums. So I've lived in all the slums in Nairobi, I've lived in Kibera, I've lived in Muthui, I've lived in Nuru, Kwajenga, everywhere, every slum. And to just make it a little bit even interesting is the last place where I lived in slum in Kagemi. One morning I could not afford 700 shillings and the landlord came in the morning and he decided to undo his house. He carried all the iron sheets around the house and I was left sleeping outside. And for the next 6 months I did not have a place to sleep. And because we had parted ways with my parents because they did not believe in me being an innovator, they believed in me getting a good job after my degree and working, because that is the system in Africa, that you get a good job, go and start working, get a loan, get a car, get a mortgage, and die with a lot of loans. I wanted to break that culture by doing a thing, but unfortunately nobody believed in me. So my first office was in Uhuru Park. And that is where I talked to a number of friends, 5 of them, and I told them we'll be meeting there at every 9 a.m. And we'd meet there, I would teach them about computer things, and they would go and sell, and we meet later at 3 p.m. And it is during that time when I got the first idea for the car truck, the very first mobile phone tracking car truck in this country. And of course, when I got the idea, I talked to the Israelis, they believed in me, and I got investment, and that completely changed my life because I was able to raise over 4 million shillings for the car truck when I was still pretty young. It has been a journey up to where we are. I'm running a group of tech companies now with 95% local developers, and I'm going to tell you how we got to our developers. 3 years ago, when I got the idea to develop this first social media, which is churchblaze.com as social media, I did not find good developers in the country. I went hunting for developers, I could not get them. So it prompted me to go to India, Gurgaon, where it's like a small Silicon Valley in India. In Silicon Valley in America, they say that's like another Hyderabad or Gurgaon, because a lot of Indians are good developers. So I went to India, I camped there, and one of the things I wanted to learn, what is the problem that we find in Africa, that our developers seem not to be able after college to do a thing. Yet when you are an Indian and you are coming from school, you find that an Indian who is in second year is able to create a solution without a problem. And that was a big problem I had, and I was determined to create a team that is local. We give Indians the job. I had a team of 45 of them, and I kept on going to India, but they were very expensive. Thank God for the support that I got from our investment network, and we were able to put up till it came a time that I started developing a team. And what I did is I would call universities. There is a time I called a university to give me the best developers, and they sent me the first class honors. Those people have done first class honors from several universities. And when they came, I discovered one of the young ladies who had a first class honors in computer science did not know what was a word processor. She did not know what was a PowerPoint. And I was wondering, where did you get your degree in computer science? I called their lecturer who had a master's and he was doing his PhD. I gave them a solution we developed. He told me, you go and give me a write-up and a feedback. After that, the lecturer stopped picking my course because I discovered that the lecturer was a theory lecturer who has never developed solutions. And I took it upon myself that this cannot continue happening. That yes, we are producing graduates, but they are not able to create any solutions. That is a major, major problem. So I created a WhatsApp group and I advertised for the interns. These interns, I put them to be in the same WhatsApp group and the same Skype group with the guys in India. And 1 year down the line, I was comfortably able to chase the Indians out of our development, and they took over. And from that time, all the people that we are recruiting to be our developers are now getting developed here. If I think that there is a a lack there is a gap in technology, I just look for people in Ukraine, in Belarus, in Romania, and I put them in the same Skype group. They get the gap, or I fly someone in Kenya, or I fly an engineer who is the head out of here to go and learn and bring it here. Why am I doing this? Because it is very important we start creating people who can develop solutions from Africa. The only way to kick out all the imports, whether it's in technology, in agricultural innovation, in food industry, it's by creating homegrown people who have knowledge and perfect skills to build globally competitive solutions. It begins by a deliberate resolve to hunt for talent. And we might have to look at our education system and ask ourselves, are we getting it right? Because in my view, I'm asking, if a developer who has a degree in computer science can write a code, and there is another person from the university who is a doctor and graduating with a doctor, and they are tasked with doing surgery, how exposed are we? Thank you.